On my kicker tonight, there was something disturbing about that sea of yellow on the lush green lawns of the State House, Nairobi. The official residence of the President of the Republic of Kenya was playing host to a partisan event of over 12,000 aspirants for elective offices, all drawn from the United Democratic Alliance, UDA. Nothing wrong with the event, just a debatable choice of venue. Yes, it was a picturesque and energetic display of well-thought-out political optics. Just that the choice of the venue was not as thoughtful. Against the backdrop of the newly renovated State House, UDA leaders and their supporters set up a serious budget campaign platform complete with a ramp and a long runway of the kind associated with those elaborate beauty pageants. For the UDA party base, it truly rocked on the grounds of State House. But for those sober enough to see through the yellow haze of partisan optics, the event overall carried a heavy stench of impropriety. Here is my view. State House is simply not for this kind of events. The most secured facility in the country is the official residence or home of the President of the Republic, who the Constitution designates, regards, and requires to be a symbol of national unity. State House is meant to provide the President with that symbol of national unity ecosystem. It is the ultimate address of forced political neutrality, from where the occupant is seen as belonging to all. This is the address from where the President, acting as a representative of the people of Kenya, engages foreign heads of state and government. It is supposed to be a solemn address where occasionally our defense forces perform state ceremonies and parades for visiting dignitaries of high honor. Even by basic optics, something disturbs one's upper eyelids, switching from a KDF full-color guard of honor for King Charles of England to that sea of yellow-clad election aspirants gathered singularly in pursuit of a local partisan cause. This is a serious climb down. In the entire 63 years of independence, State House has had only 5 principal tenants. The 5 presidents have unfortunately failed to create a coherent culture or custom on the basic rules of tenancy. Each has largely proceeded as they saw fit on the use of State House. First President Jomo Kenyatta largely reserved State House Nairobi for state business, but converted State House Nakuru and State House Mombasa to his entertainment spots, where traditional dancing troupes lined the gates as many nights as the big man wished. Second President Daniel Arap Moi upped Kenyatta's game of hosting political delegations at state houses, but equally used his home in Kabarak for these delegations. Third President Mwai Kibaki was not famous for hospitality, and his tenure witnessed near sub-zero political events at any of the State House. Then came the self-named dynamic duo of President Uhuru Kenyatta and now President William Ruto. President Kenyatta was a fairly reluctant host of rare delegations, most of them in Sagana in Nyeri County, and largely compelled by political circumstances. In comparison, President Ruto comes uninhibited. From delegations to parliamentary group meetings and 12,000 aspirants, the President has been unrestrained on the who and the what. It is basically open season at the big house. In the bygone era of high-minded ideals, founding President of the United Republic of Tanzania once said, and I quote, "Ikulu ni pahali patakatifu. State House is a sacred place. Now, Nyerere was ambitious even on religious and spiritual matters, and this could be too ambitious for Kenya. But what about the name, State House? When all else fails, can State House be kept what it was named? And that is State House, like state, not party, just State House. That is my kicker.